All right, y'all. This is DC. You're listening to DisRace. Me and my fellow constituents. I'm trying to give them some love advice. All of them seem to be monetarily oriented with regards to their spouses or what have you. Tommy Chum, who I've known for 30 years, you would think he would be more settled down now.
I'm married.
He's looking for alimony.
Obviously not thinking right. He got a 2-year-old.
Right.
Little 2-year-old baby.
It's a young man's game.
Almost 60 years old. That's a damn shame, man.
You can't go to any side. How you gonna play catch?
Well, I had the right hip done. Now I'm about to have the left hip done. I got a $5,000 deductible, nigga. So I got these shows coming up, and by the end of July, I'll have the surgery.
You should stay with your first baby's mama.
No, it was her fault.
What happened to those old school relationships like Bill and Camille? They still together.
Woo. Camille's a soldier.
Like Queen Elizabeth and King Philip. He just died, and she's dead, but she's still breathing and stuff.
Yeah. Magic Johnson and Cookie, they still together.
Yeah. Magic and Cookie, who would stay?
Well, I wanted to be with her, but when I moved to LA, she went crazy. She ran through the clique, dog. My Armenian
wife. It ain't no good if the homie can't have none.
What happened?
It ain't no good if the homie can't have none.
I'm saying I moved to LA. She was supposed to follow me out there. But once I left, she started messing around with my friends.
See, she supposed to follow you. She your woman. She got to follow you.
But that was
what you mean? Not she supposed to go out there with you.
She's supposed to come with me.
You supposed to take her. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Yeah, I did say that.
No, you didn't. You said she's supposed to follow you.
Well, the circumstances that we were in in life.
Did she know how to heal?
At first, I had relatives in San Diego. She did come out, but she had stuff going on that I didn't know about. That's why she didn't come.
You didn't teach her to heal.
And that stuff you mean are dicks?
Yes.
You didn't teach her to heal. If you teach her to heal, she follow you.
Well, we had a plan.
Like a dog.
We were supposed to go together, but then we had a baby. So I went, and then I waited on her for 2 years, man. You know,
you've been brainwashed anyway.
So how old is your oldest child?
You've been brainwashed anyway. I can tell by where you're talking. She's supposed to follow you. Then you're going to talk about we had a baby. Let me tell you something about that shit women be brainwashing you with. We pregnant. Hey, we ain't pregnant.
Okay, well.
You pregnant.
Nope. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we ain't had no baby.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
You had a damn baby.
Slow down, guys.
Hold on, we had a baby.
If anybody brainwashed me, it was my mama. She set me up. My mama set me up.
What?
My God. You can't do it. You can't say that.
What?
You can't say that.
You had a baby. No, we had a baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, boy. I forgot this is Pride Month.
Everybody march, bro.
It's not we had a baby. Ain't no man. It was one man that had a baby. You saw that? I saw that. They put the baby in him, and the man actually had the baby.
I saw that.
They did.
Yeah.
Now, and there's another.
He carried the baby. Yeah, it was a man carried the baby.
Right now.
So I
don't care who just said that.
I don't know if the baby came out of his penis or his asshole, but he carried a baby.
I saw the man when he was pregnant.
Yes.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, I ain't see that.
That baby came out that penis like a
Where the baby come out of? How did he have the baby? Where he deliver the baby
Hey, man,
from?
I don't know all that, and I don't
But
need
you
to know all
said
that.
you seen it. So what did you see?
I saw the pregnant man. I saw the man laying up there after he had the baby. Other than that, Google it.
No,
He had a D-section.
he had an ass explosion.
But it actually happened.
He had a,
And they
the buzzer now.
he had an ass enhancement.
they implanted the boy with the sperm and the egg, fertilized egg.
Yeah.
And the boy carried the baby for 9 months, and the baby was born.
I can't believe you believe that, DC.
I believe.
I can't believe that you actually believe that happened.
I saw it.
No, you didn't see him. You saw. They showed you parts. They didn't show. Did they show you the whole 9 months?
Oh, you don't believe shit. You one of them naysayers.
No, I'm just saying.
You probably don't believe rapping real.
I don't. But listen, how his body was able to, his body's not made to carry no, I don't care what they put in him, his body itself is not made to carry
They did it,
I don't
Mook.
believe
I've
it.
seen him take a dog head and put it on a human being.
He's never seen that.
I've never seen that.
He's never seen that. He's never seen that. He's never.
No.
Everybody's a fucking comedian. Everybody's a comedian. Everybody's a comedian. So now, in a real situation, there is a transgender man. I don't know what to call them. There is a woman who has made themselves a man, but still has a womb.
Listen to what I'm saying, man. Bo Peep Googling it. There was a man. There he is.
That is Ellen
That is not
DeGeneres
real.
baby.
Come on, man. That's not real.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was white people.
Okay, the white folks do anything.
Well, if it's happening to white folks, if it's happening to white folks, it's already happening to black folks because we are the monkeys of this society. So they've already done it to black people.
Try it out on that.
Yeah.
I can't believe you believe that. That's
No,
crazy.
it's real.
No, that's not real.
That is a man that
That's not real. And I'm gonna tell you, no, listen.
Caitlyn.
Get in the mic. Take the mic. Talk to
I didn't believe Bruce Jenner did that. I mean, the Kardashian mama turned his ass out.
And that's an Olympic gold medalist.
But you talking about if that was a real story, I think everybody would have heard that. Like everybody heard.
But you did.
No, everybody but me didn't.
I did. I had heard something about it. But I never heard the
But it
was a myth when I heard it.
It would have been on CNN, and Gail would be talking about it if it was real.
Thomas Beatty. I'm both just pulling it up, man.
That don't mean this. Like you don't. What you tell me every time? Google ain't shit.
Google this shit.
That's what you tell me all the time. Google ain't shit. Google ain't right all the goddamn time.
Information highway.
Google is the reason that libraries aren't open.
Right. Google is the information highway.
Like, let's be
Bill
for real.
Clinton, that was one of the things in office to make sure Google was available to everybody in the world to be able to access information.
And the guy, to my understanding, is not gay or transgender, nothing. Which brings me to a question I want to ask our chaplain to get close to a mic. This is Pride Month. They had a big church separation in one of the conventions, not the Baptist convention, but one of the other conventions. And they split up over this gay thing. Mm-hmm. And we happen to have a chaplain amongst us, Brian Harper, who is, for those of you that don't know, Roland Harper's brother. Roland Harper was in the NFL.
Super Bowl winner.
And this is his brother, Brian Harper, who was also the Mohican minister.
And a pastor.
Oh, a pastor. I don't have my own church. I'm not a pastor.
He's not a pastor.
Minister.
There you go.
No. He's just a minister.
Like
I said. No, we don't need no also. I introduced the man like I wanted to introduce him. You're not even a deacon.
So
You ain't on the usher board.
so he can marry him and marry him.
The clerk be going up there fucking up the announcements and shit. So just let me introduce the man.
Copy that.
He's Roland Harper. He's a minister. He's all that. He's a minister. He's a spouse. He's all that. But most importantly, he's Roland Harper's brother.
Yeah. And Kim Kardashian.
Let's go with Roman. Let's try to get that
And
correct.
friend
Roman.
of Roman. And a friend of the Kardashians.
Right.
All of
know
them.
the Kardashians.
All of them.
I do not know what denomination he is.
He's
And I
non-denominational.
really don't give a shit. There's no such thing as non-denominational.
That's true.
Because non-denominational, get your hand in my face, boy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Non-denominational, I'm gonna get some calls about this. Non-denominational is a denomination. So there's no such thing. It's an oxymoron. They organized everything. Yeah. So, but this is Pride Month, which is gonna lead me to another question, but I want you to go into that first. Then my second question is, they had the big transgender athletic debate.
Right.
But what do you think, Minister Brian,
About
with
what?
regards
About it being
to-
let me let you
with
finish.
regards to Pride Month and the church convention that split over the gay tolerance debate?
All right, let's go.
Well, I'm going to try to make sure I stay as scripturally sound as possible. To me, I think anybody that tries to continue to fight against people being gay, then you're going against what God already said. God told you in the book that He was going to turn them over to a reprobated mind. So it's not for you to make the decision on what the decisions are. It's already said that in the end times that men will become lovers of themselves. So this doesn't mean you have to like willingly accept it. If it's your choice, you don't want to be around it for people with sexual orientation, then by all means depart. But to fight against it is because these people already got it in their minds that they want to be lovers of themselves. Women sleeping with women sleeping with women, men sleeping with men. So God's turned them over to a reprobated mind. So how can I sit there and say I believe in God when God himself have turned them over to that? So that don't mean it doesn't say nowhere that you got to hate them. There's nowhere in the word that says you got to hate them, but that doesn't mean that you got to sit there and tolerate and accept it. So, that's why I stand on it.
I have no idea what the fuck you talking about. I have read the whole Bible twice.
Do you want to go? Do you want me to go to the specific one?
Hold on a minute, Tim.
I'm just trying to find out what is that you asking. What do I? You want my decisions on the church separating
with
or what?
regards to the church? Well, that's a good question. I wasn't clear.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that question, because my original question was, how did you feel about the incident with the church convention splitting over that? That is not the correct question. My question is, which side, according to your belief, is right?
My side, the ones that want to continue to believe in the heterosexual practices, I would have gone with that, would have split, but that don't mean I'm over there while the gay people are doing, or the ones that want to stay and support them. That's them. I don't hate them. I don't disagree with them, but I would have gone with the side that believes. Nobody. Yeah, I would have gone with the side that definitely believes that marriage and relationship between a man and a woman.
Hold on. Right. The side that went away from the gay people, they ain't gonna have no music at all.
That is such a wrong stereotype.
Go ahead, man. We got a man who don't go to church just dying to say something. What you got to say?
Oh my God. Okay, so the question I have is that when it comes to the people who are gay, who are openly gay, and are staunch believers who are going to church, I have no doubt that there are a few of your choir directors. So where do you stand in that for your believers that are devout Christians, but they like a certain particular lifestyle? Where does what do you know? No, we're not.
I understand what you're asking. What Tim is trying to ask, that you definitely run across a lot of people who are Christians who are gay, and they got great love for their fellow man and all that.
Members of the church.
Exactly. Now, I can't speak for every person in here. Me, where I stand in it as, we all got certain discrepancies about ourselves. If you are gay and you know it, and that's your practice, that's something you and God gonna have to settle up on when you stand before the throne. Just like I'm gonna have to settle up on some things with God himself, but I'm not gonna sit there and, as they say in the scripture, don't try to take the speck out of my eye and I got a big old mote in mine. So that's where I'm at with it.
I'm with you.
But my thing with the gay thing is, it can't be natural. If we have man and man and women, we're not gonna have any reproduction. Won't be no kids left. Won't be no.
I agree with you on that.
So I'm saying that's my thing is, it's not natural.
Right.
It's not.
It's not the way
It's not the production of humanity. That's why I know it's not right.
We're gonna die off.
Yeah, it's not right.
Everybody thinks you're gay.
Yeah, pretty much.
What man said one or two dicks?
No, he said the first one you're not sure after you suck the first one. You guys suck the tank. You guys suck the second one just to make sure.
Right. Yeah, and everybody.
This show is going downhill fast.
So it's like sampling. It's like sampling dick then. You sample dick and see if you like it. Who does that?
All right, can we get back on to the...
All right, go ahead, Tim.
Hold on, who samples dick and then decides I don't like it? You gay.
This segment has gone south.
So honestly, so I guess what I'm asking is that,
Tim,
would you support two gay men raising children in a Christian home?
No.
I don't care if it's Christian or Presbyterian, Lutheran, Baptist. It don't matter.
Let me tell you two or three of the problems I have.
Go ahead.
With regard, now I'm not against gay people whatsoever. I could give a shit who you love or who you think you like or what have you. The problem I have with them, for example, at church, and they're there, but I mean, the problem I have is if you got young boys and girls coming up in that environment, there is no doubt that psychologically they can be influenced.
Correct.
And maybe they were not gay, but the influence makes him gay, and then they be all confused, like this boy, like Dwayne Wade's son is gonna be.
Right.
You let the boy wear a dress. He 9 or 10. He don't know what pussy is.
Right.
And now he's gonna be 15 or 16, and he's all messed up. He's messed up for life, man.
Yeah.
That's my first problem. But now whether or not, whether or not you should be able to adopt children, here's my problem with that. 2 white men can adopt a child easier than a black couple. Before that started happening, I had a beef because they would show all the time where white people would walk in and adopt the little nigga baby. But
little blindside baby.
But if 2 black people walked into the adoption center and said, I want to adopt a little white girl, can you imagine the interrogation?
Right.
Yeah, most definitely.
Why?
They're going to be vetted so hard.
Now, economically, it makes sense because obviously as a people, black people are economically more disenfranchised, so it would make more sense for the pseudo-enfranchised to adopt the underprivileged. But you want to argue that that's not the case. So why then can that happen? Why can 2 men who are gay, Anderson Cooper and his husband or whatever he is, have a son, and you will never convince me that even if they try not to, there's gonna be some influence that shit is all right.
Love.
I mean, the kid is gonna be,
He won't be looking for girls. He won't be looking for girls when they grow up. What you saying is,
well, I don't know. It might work the reverse. It may be a hoe.
Right.
I don't know.
That may work in reverse.
But one way or the other, it's not a normal situation. What is deemed to be normal?
It's not giving it.
Now, I don't think it'll send nobody to hell necessarily.
But DC, and I know we got to get out of here, but so now there's a new law in Texas that is going against transgender drugs. And basically the law is saying that you shouldn't be giving your child hormones before they fully developed. You shouldn't be pumping a child with ridiculous stages of hormones to change them drastically.
Right. Who would have a son?
It's child abuse to me.
They're charging it as child abuse.
To me,
it should be child abuse.
And I know this ain't a popular thing to say, but what Dwayne Wade and what's the girl name? Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
Allowed that boy to do is child abuse.
Exactly.
All day.
And I'm not anti-gay. I'm anti-bullshit.
Exactly.
But I don't give a damn about nobody being gay.
Exactly.
When you let a 11 or 12-year-old,
Right.
Not making that decision.
something like that,
Yeah.
make that kind. You help him along with that. Now it's different if you're a grown woman like Magic's son.
Now he looks scary. He scared the hell out of me.
But the thing is,
Very pretty
in this country, we have an age for drinking. We have an age for guns. We have an age for sensibility in this country. We have an age for everything. You got to be a certain age to do everything. When did we turn into this nation where we have 9 and 10-year-olds making decisions and telling the parent what is best for them?
No. That's not what happened. The parents are going along with the shit. So it ain't like, the child can't tell the parents. The child is obviously underage and underexperienced to make that kind of life changing and life lasting decision. That shit gonna follow that boy for life, man.
That's what I'm worried about.
DC,
About my 2-year-old.
What's scary is it's not a lot of single moms who having gay kids, but it's a lot of parents that mother and daddy in the household.
Because the daddy gay.
Well, I'm not saying I tied the child up in the basement or nothing.
But what I'm trying to figure out, how does the mother and father that's in the household can't see the fact that the kid is growing, being attracted to the wrong.
I'm not with you there. I'm not with you there because if that is the case, I'm not saying I would raise hell about it. But I'm saying I wouldn't let him do something that's gonna change the rest of his life. So if I had a son, he was leaning toward the feminine side. Well,
you maybe, know your son gay when
maybe he's gonna be gay. I don't know, but I wouldn't let him wear no dress at 9 years.
No, I wouldn't let him pick out his clothes like that. No, I wouldn't let him.
No, I wouldn't
influence it. I wouldn't influence it. Right.
I wouldn't encourage it. Now I wouldn't hate the child.
Right.
Or nothing like that, or beat him or something like that.
But now you see, you don't let your child wear skirts and tube tops, and now he's
my little boy.
Your little boy. You don't let him wear skirts and tube tops, and now he's crying all the time. I wanna wear ballerina shoes, Daddy.
Punch him in his.
Hey, it was. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. Even, but see,
not worry about what the future's gonna be like with him growing up. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna stay in his life till I'm dead.
So my only concern is a child who otherwise would not naturally, if you want to call it that, would not naturally become gay.
Right.
But he's around the influence, and so he may get misdirected, man.
Yeah, because when I grew up, my mother, I grew up in a single home with my mother, and I stayed around my cousins a lot. With most of them was females. So I remember one incident where my mother came home and she, her shoes, she took her shoes off, her heels, and I put them on.
Oh, everybody, every little boy, every little boy did.
I put them on, and she zapped out.
Every little boy did that.
She was like, I never catch you.
Put her panties.
No, I didn't put her panties or her bra on, but I did try. Put her shoes on.
Did she stop you from squatting and pissing? Also, did she stop you from? Hold on. This is true shit. This is true shit. A lot of single moms, their kids see their mom.
It's not true.
Squat and pee.
No, it's not. That's not true.
No,
it's not true. I was raised by a single woman. That's
my mother never let me.
You raised by a single, but you still gay and you don't.
He didn't say he just said son.
I squat because I don't squat.
No, I had 2 pairs.
No, there's some people, aunties that I've heard that done that.
I've seen this.
And a daddy that was always on vacation.
I've seen it too. A little boy on my block. He grew up with the influence of women, and his nickname was Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
And Brown Sugar caught AIDS. I remember his mama caught him in bed, one of the boys from school. Brown Sugar caught AIDS, and the whole block was like, y'all heard Brown Sugar died. Brown Sugar died. And it was like crazy to hear that. But Brown Sugar was a little gay little dude. When he was little, you could see it in it.
Right. You be knowing motherfuckers be twisting.
Yeah. But I have no problem with that.
How'd you grow up?
If a person is, I don't have no problem with gay people, man.
Has he grown up?
But I'm telling you, I don't think it's natural, and therefore I don't think they ought to be allowed to influence a child who has not found his way yet.
Yeah, I think you should give a child a chance. I think you should give a child a chance.
Let's look at this, DC.
What about kids that's born a boy, but he got a lot of estrogen, or a girl that's born with a lot of male hormones?
I have a friend who was a doctor who said the other day, we were talking about it. There is a scientific situation that's, it's not common, but it's relatively common, where the chromosomes or genes or what have you can be can be irregular, and a girl by any other means can be born with a penis or vice versa.
And they could be born with both.
Hermaphrodite, they call it.
Nope, none of those words are correct.
Aphrodite.
And they're born with both, and they got to choose which way they want to go.
What the fuck is a hermaphrodite?
And some of them, and then there's these dudes out in LA, you know this, Bo.
No, I don't.
No, I'm just talking about proximity of where you live on Highland and La Brea. There's a donut shop, and all them he-me dudes be standing around
right next to both places.
We call them big dick booties because
we call it Midtown here.
Y'all call it what here?
Midtown.
Okay, well Midtown is like La Brea, Santa Monica. You
next
know
to Bo's house, right next to Bo's house.
I'm just saying you know because you live in LA.
So I know. I live
and you on the street and you see this. I be driving like, oh, she fine as hell. And the Puerto Rican ones, they look just like women.
Yeah.
Oh, we had some on the show, and that was one of my most enlightening shows.
Right.
What we did?
DC.
We did. We had. Let me finish. what we did, these were some friends of Mook.
No, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. That's not. No. No. Can we get this clear? 'Cause we on the air. There's a lot of people watching this, man. I don't want you to sit there and act like they my friends. Like I personally know these people.
They were your friends.
They were not. No.
You brought
I was trying. No. I wanted to boost the rate. I was trying to get the show up.
Yeah.
So I got Candy, the gay guy Candy that be on Wild 'N Out with Nick Cannon.
Right.
I got him on it because at the time he was high. You know, he was from Atlanta. He had a lot of followers. So I said, let's get him on the show. Right. Not like that.
I know it, but
No, that was how you said that though. Not hot like he was
popping.
But there you go. Thank you. He was popping.
And you had
popping. So I called him and had him come to the show, but I didn't tell him to bring the posse with him. I just thought it was gonna be him and his manager. But
everybody came in size 12 Jordans.
So we had. Let me tell you. Let me finish my story.
Please, but get it right.
Mook brought this group of people in. One was that boy looked like T.O., man.
That was Candy.
No, T.O.
I mean, that boy wore a size 14 shoe. He was
Candy.
big. He had muscle.
Yeah.
And he had a mini skirt.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
That was
Looked like
Candy.
Terrell.
That was Candy.
I mean, looked like he could play on anybody's football team. Once I got to talk to him, he said he used to play. Okay. We had him. He brought in his road manager, who was gay. Yeah. They brought a transvestite with him.
Who was Puerto Rican, who looked really great.
Puerto Rican that I thought was a woman.
Yeah, there you go.
Tim still call her to this day.
It's number. He got his number.
Yeah,
and they brought in a dyke. Now, what amazed me when we started talking, they were humorous and everything, you know. We went in on them, you know. But what amazed me was when I, for example, mentioned to the younger boy who was just gay.
Yeah.
I mentioned something about the transvestite that was with them. And the gay boy went off, man. He said, wait a minute, I ain't like that now. So it was amazing to me that even amongst them, the LGBTQ, man, they got a movie coming out about it now with Chan, what's the girl's name? The comedian, the Chinese comedian. No, not Jackie Chan. What's the girl's name?
Margaret Cho.
Margaret Cho is coming out with him. She's gay, but she's coming out with a movie now. It's supposed to be the first LGBTQ movie, and it's about racism amongst the LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Margaret Cho had her own.
I was amazed when we had those 5 different freaks in the studio,
also known as Mook's friends,
and they
Tim's girlfriend
went against each other. The gay boy thought the transsexual was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. The transsexual said, wait a minute now, because we started talking to him about being transgender. He said, oh, no, I ain't going down with them operations and shit now. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But it was amazing that amongst themselves, they had that was a very enlightening show. Thank you for bringing them in.
You are good. I'm gonna see if I can get them back.
I have no doubt you'll get them back.
Pre-ops are when they pre-operation. They done took the hormones. They turning over. They men like you. They're like a man. I've seen them, man, where they look like they said Terrell Owens, but they got these heels on. Yeah. And we had Barry's in LA, and I'm like, hey, dog, you know them shoes hurt your feet, dog. Hey, dog, don't ignore me, nigga. Anyway, he take them heels off and scared the shit out of me and beat my ass.
So to wrap up this irreverent conversation. This is Pride Month, and to all of our gay listeners out there, hey man, God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you.
And I hope you treat Pride Month with the same
God bless you.
effort you gave Black History
Month. And I hope you have a sense of humor about it. You know, after all the rest of the conversations have been about people who are not gay, and you laughed at that. So what make you think you so special?
Yeah, that's true.
That we can't laugh at you. We'll be back, straight back, in a minute.